My head. What the? Where are we? Susie! Chris! Halsey? What is this place? Welcome to the original Dark World. Wow, this is where you came from? It's where all Darkeners come from, Susie. But I don't see anyone. That's a good thing. We shouldn't want to. That was a weird way of saying that. Now, let's get out before they're here. What are those things? True Darkeners. You mean that's what you would look like? If I had no face, no purpose, no memories? Yes, this is indeed what I would be. I'm sure you can tell, but they're based on amalgamates. Yeah. I imagine these guys to be brutal, just like the amalgamates. You'd find very few of them. So yeah. The way to spare them is basically just to run. Legitimately. You need to build up enough tension to just run. Because these things will demolish you. That's weird. Yes, indeed. What is up with this place? It doesn't seem to have any coherent logic at all, Susie. When there's so much darkness, some to the point where you can't even see anything in the light world. This is as dark as it gets, Susie. You cannot go darker. Let's get out of here. We need to seal the fountain first. Yeah, I guess so. I'm sorry, it just feels like I'm being watched. Then let's get a move on. Throughout this area, there isn't a real coherent theme. It's very abstract and very bizarre. With those enemies wandering about. That being said, eventually you can find a very interesting interaction. You find Officer Undyne fighting two very tall entities. Not as big as the Titan, but they're still very tall. Bring it on, punks! Officer Undyne. There's other people in here? Ah, crud. Hey, you wouldn't mind giving me a hand, would you? Not that I need it, it's just, I want to get rid of these two bozos pretty easily. What two? Oh no. It's the other two. The Titans. So yeah, these are the other two Titans from Legend. One was already dealt with. Now all that remains are these two. They'd share some attacks with the Guardian Titan, but at the end of the day, they would have very different attacks. This guy is very fast, but his attacks don't do much. This guy is the complete opposite. Together, I'm sure they'd make for a very interesting and difficult fight. Whew. Thanks, punks. I was actually starting to get scared there. Honestly, couldn't have done it without you. You mean it? I mean it, kid. Especially you, Susie. Yeah. Wait, do I know you? You've stopped... Yeah, you've arrested me like twice. Oh, it's you! Hey, how's it going? Don't really have time to talk. Okay. Long story short, if we don't get to the bottom of this, the whole world is gonna end. Whoa. Well, don't let me stand in your way. I'll stand here and find a way out of here. Are there other people? Yes, they're outside. And they're going to... And I don't know what's going to happen to them. But they need someone to protect them. Someone like you. On it, Lil May. On it, little Azrael. It's Rousey. Alright. See ya. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. So yeah, she runs off, holding her spear, laughing like a maniac. This next part is only available if you found all other shadow crystals, but you can find Sham, and he has this to say. Very good to see you, friends. So, I have something that you might like, but I cannot give it to you now. Do you have the last one, the last shadow crystal? Yes. Now, it can finally be settled. What do I need it for? Let's just say I'm here to settle an old score. He then leaves. You can choose to follow him, which leads you down a long and dangerous path, but eventually you'll find someone there, wrapped in a dark red cape, sulking. You. I should have known that you would be following. I should have dealt with you the first time around. They then turn around, and it's the Forgotten One. Oh. There we go. The Forgotten One is, well, I'm sure, they're the discarded vessel. All of their attacks take stuff such as, slashing and several game mechanics. But they also have a little buddy with them at times. Game Chris from Mantle.nes will also occasionally appear and help with attacks. This fight, I imagine, would be like... It'd kind of be like Undying the Undying in terms of difficulty. Very brutal, but it is a fair challenge at the end of the day. But at the end, you'll find something else is going on with the vessel. You slash them, and their face starts to crack. And then you see a familiar face. Yellow, pink, with a big smile. Hello, old friend. What? Not much to say, huh? Then a giant tail with a spike at the end stabs Sham, but it doesn't kill him. I just needed a mouthpiece, that's all. Yeah, friend can't speak directly, so they have to use bodies as like a puppet. So, you finally found me after all this time, huh? Tell me, was it worth it? To see it all go up in flames? To see everything go completely insane? That's why you're after the shadow crystals, isn't it? Oh, wait, you already have them all. Silly old me. And at the end of the day, you completed this whole thing from start to finish. I couldn't be more proud of you, buddy.
Now then, how will this story end? I think we all know the answer. Let's play a game, Chris. One last game, win or lose. Oh, don't make that sour face at me, everyone. After all, I can see in the dark. I am the darkness. So, let us see the tail of hell take crawl.
Yeah. Friend is the final shadow boss, only being able to be fought if you found all 6 of the shadow crystals and spared the bosses. What is he? Who knows? He might be something demonic, might not be. But one thing is clear, he will not let you win. The dude is a massive cheater, to put it simply. Oh yeah, you also need to beat the Mike Trio and Anne to find him. So yeah, this dude will attack you during your turn and have no, his patterns will make no sense. That's basically his whole thing. He's basically just a massive troll. Similar to Sans, but where Sans messes with the controls and stuff, this dude just completely breaks the rules. But eventually, you can win, leading to something, and leading to the end of this plotline.
You're no fun. But don't you get it? There's nothing you can do. There's not a single soul that will matter at the end. I have seen this whole thing from start to finish 1,000 times over, and it always ends the same. Your world in shambles. Scared and alone in the dark. So when that inevitably happens, don't run crying.
He then disappears.
Thank you for helping me deal with him. But he got away. Maybe, but at the very least, we were able to do some damage to him. Take this.
You received the pure crystal.
It's the least I can do. Wait, is that the black shard? Interesting. Give it to me. I have an idea.
You can give it to Malleus. You can give it to him, and he brings in Malleus, who forges the two into a weapon.
The Delta Blade.
This is basically the twisted sword for the good route, for the pacifist route. So, but there's one other secret boss in Chapter 7. Yes, there's 2. This one you can only find in the true pacifist. If you spare absolutely everyone, you can. Of course, the only 3 characters that you cannot spare are, the Titan, Gerson, and, Okay, Gerson is kind of different. You have to fight him, but, you know what I mean, right? And then, of course, the Knight. But if you do that, you'll find them.
Hello. It's been quite a while now, hasn't it? So, you're sparing everyone. I don't get it. Why? Why are you pretending to be something you're not? I know exactly what you are. A monster. Who are you?
Me? Just an old friend. So, Chris, give me what is rightfully mine.
Huh?
That soul of yours? I'd like it back now.
What are you on about?
You don't know, huh? Oh, you're in for quite a rude awakening.
Chris then draws their blade.
Oh my, feisty, aren't we? Very well. It seems after all of this, you still haven't learned anything. If you want to fight so badly, I suppose I can indulge you. So, what are you waiting for? Let's have some fun, old chums.
Kara would be pretty brutal, but yeah, this boss also has 2 phases. Her first phase is honestly pretty difficult, but not like overly so. Think like Spamton Neo levels of difficulty, where she'll definitely put up a fight, and you have to be very careful about getting hit. But it's much easier than other bosses. Well,
Until the second phase, that is. Ready to give up, punk? Give up? Give up? We're just getting started.
I haven't had this much fun in ages.
So, what say you?
Let's watch this world spiral into flames and go completely insane. What say you, old pal? What? You don't want to do that again? Oh, silly. Since when were you the one in control?
yeah, her second phase is where this really gets insane. Instead of just brutal attack patterns, she flat out is breaking the game. In fact, one of her attacks is just flat out attacking you, the same way you attack other characters. Also, she will just flat out break the code using using different attack patterns from other enemies. The final attack is literally going into the source code of the game and fighting her there. But at the end,
You can defeat them, but you can't destroy them.
Very well. If you're so determined to save this world, then you better not go back on it. I'll know if you do, and I'll be very disappointed in you if you do.
With Kara defeated, you can properly access the finale. Well, of the true pacifist ending, that is. But just like with Undertale, you have to go through the neutral route first. That, of course, the final boss being pretty obvious. You fight them in a dust-filled room with several antlers in the background. What is this place? I feel like I've seen it before. I can't remember. Then you see it.
the Roaring Knight. I'm just gonna call it, they're the final boss of the neutral run. A harder rematch with them. Well, I guess it would be easier, but still. It'd only be easier because they can't swoon you. And probably easier with a Delta Blade. So yeah. You can destroy them. Yeah, at the neutral run, you kill them. But this is but one ending. If you go back to the area where you fought the knight, after, going back up the save file, they roar, but then they're stabbed by a giant blue sword. They then turn to dust. Wait, is that Mayor Holiday? Yes, it's me. What are you doing here? I came to settle things. I was an idiot, thinking he could fulfill his promise. What are you talking about? He promised me my daughter. Instead, he gave me a monster. I'm afraid you have to die. What? Carol, I'm sure we can work this out. Oh, you naive children. Don't you get it? In this world, your choices don't matter. Carol Holiday. Yeah, the fight with Mayor Holiday is very difficult. So, I'd imagine she wouldn't be she'd be Jevil levels of difficulty. So very chaotic and hard to predict. But yeah, her attacks are brutal. They're precise. So yeah, she doesn't try to do anything flashy. She's purely going off of, trying to make this like professional and what's the word? I can't think of it, but do you get what I'm trying to say? Trying to make this as efficient as possible. Yes, efficient, that's what the word is. But after a long and very brutal fight, you can win and talk to her. So even after all of this, I couldn't do anything. Finish it. Huh? Finish it. Nah. What? Everyone deserves mercy, Holiday. But you've probably killed thousands of monsters by now. No! Susie and the others have saved me, and others, including me.
Yes, those sweeties could never hurt a fly. Trust me, they brought me so much joy.
They made me afraid. They made me no longer afraid to hide my appearance. I was a delusional fool until they showed up. I mean, you still kind of are, but it's cool sentiment. The flower power gain is now stronger than ever. But yes, the masters are incredible. He helped me clean out, yes, and indeed, now you felt all my I don't get this. Mother. Noelle? I miss December as well. But I'd never do this. Is this what she would have wanted? I just wanted us to be a happy family again, like the old times. But it's too late. No, it's not. We can still be a happy family. He's here. Who is that? It's the angel. Don't worry, guys. What? You faced stronger and meaner and nastier foes than this. You're right. We faced down a titan. How tough could this angel be? Susie, come on, Rousey. Let's show him how real heroes do it. Yeah, let's show him. That's the spirit. So yeah, they run off, and you run past several characters fighting against true darkness. I'm sure there'd be very funny interactions. But at the very end, you find an area truly dark, nearly pitch black. You then see a white hand coming out of the darkness, gangly, claw-like. It reaches out for you, and then...
Oh, hello there. What the? Oh, pardon the mess. I wasn't expecting visitors. Who are you? A very good question, my friend. I seem to have forgotten the answer. Okay. You're the angel? Okay. Where are we? What's going on? Is this the angel's heaven? So many questions. I'm sure you must be very confused. And yes, I would truly love to answer all of those questions. Unfortunately, there's only time for one. There are 4 questions you can ask Gaster. Who are you? What is this place? What's up with friend? And who was that knife-wielding character? So yeah. I'll make a separate video going over those answers. But at the end of any of them, Gaster starts to become unstable. I'm afraid there isn't much time left. That being said, I can answer one question. What do I want? What do I want? Gaster, the true final boss. And this guy is brutal. Okay, yes, this guy would rival the Chapter 3 Roaring Knight fight. What does he do? Well, you see those wingdings? Yeah, he can use them as attacks, and trust me, yeah, he uses wingdings as attacks. His other attacks reference several, like, you know, his followers and the secret bosses. Oh yeah, did I mention that he can apply every soul mode on you? So yeah, I imagine this man to be very brutal. Yeah. No matter what you do, it seems it doesn't affect him. You can act, but it doesn't do much. You can fight, but it does no damage. Nothing you do seems to affect him. So what do you have to do? It's simple. You have to survive. But at the very end of it, he'll scoff and laugh.
You simple-minded fools! Don't you get it? Reality itself is in the palm of my hands. There is nothing you can do. Your choices simply do not matter anymore. Give up. Give up! He then attacks you. Or Chris. Then the soul comes out. Finally, you've come to your senses. Let us abandon this world and pursue a new one. But the heart refuses. What? You would dare stand before me? I am everything. Every number that's increased. XP, gold, LV, HP, all of it. Every time you felt it, every time you acted or fought or defended and spared, I was there with you. So why are you still standing? The heart then starts glowing. What do you think you're doing? This is a fight you cannot win. But if you wish for death so much, then you shall face your true destiny.
So yeah, this is Angel's Heaven, Gaster. The true final boss of this game. And just like Azrael Dreamer, you can save other secret bosses and other characters. Susie will have to say, so basically how it works. Noelle fights against the Mike Trio and Anne, saving them. What in the? Who are you? Are you Mike? I don't think so, boss. Thanks. I don't know what happened there. Susie fights Jevil and Garrison. Oh my, it seems I was asleep for another 100 years. There we go. Now show that store rat how it's really done. Rousey will fight Spamton and Melty. Whoa, holy Congo Dero, I was knocked out cold. Oh boy, maybe we can be for Nurse Sid again. Chris will fight Rampire and Thorniel. Huh? Thanks, love. But you don't need to worry about me, you know? Show that bully what for. It's not like I could have handled it, but I guess thanks. At the end, you use Unleash, banishing the Angel's Heaven. Or so it would seem. But you do get one last conversation with them. Very interesting. I didn't think this was possible. But it seems after all of my calculations and such, it seems this experiment has failed. It seems I'm stuck to this world. You would... Now, I see. You're in this... I crafted a world where one's choices do not matter. I said that because of what I was planning. But now, the plan is gone. So make your choice. What will you do next? You can choose to kill Gaster, or not. He won't judge your decision, but either way, he'll find it very, very interesting. But you do want to spare him to get true pacifist. So, you would spare my life even after all the pain and suffering I have caused. How interesting. I don't understand you.
nor your connections to this world. But when the next crisis inevitably comes, at least you'll have others to fall back on. See you around. Or maybe not. Goodbye for now. And then you seal the dark fountain, the last one. You wake up outside with all of the people stood out, all on the ground. Well, I'd imagine Chris is on the ground, but everyone else emerges from the bunker. Whoa, man, that was crazy! I know. Oh, what happened? Oh my god, no, okay, hey, Undyne. Oh, hey, Undyne. Hey, Undyne! Hey, Papa. I thought you were dead. You worried me sick. Okay, Papyrus. It's okay, I'm back. Don't scare me like that again. Okay, I'm sorry, Papyrus. So yeah. Susie! Noelle! Oh, you're safe. Alright. Man, that was insane. Yeah. And then Carol walks out. Noelle. Mom. I just wanted to say. Carol then hugs Noelle. Mom? I hope you can forgive me. You feel warm. I know. That's how I feel. What was that delivery? You feel warm, that's how I feel. Okay, yeah. Let's go home. I'm sure Rudy is waiting for us. Hey, guys. Rudy? You seem better. Are you all better? Not quite. But hey, I'm still kicking. That's good. Let's go. And everyone goes back home. Except for Chris. The heart emerges from the bunker. Well, from Chris. Chris looks at the heart and walks away, leaving you a present. It's a slice of pie that he managed to steal. You can't really eat it, but it's the thought that counts. You then go back into the bunker, and the door slams shut, and the screen fades to black. When the light is running low, and the shadows start to grow, and the places that you know seem like fantasy, there's a light inside your soul, still shining in the cold, with the truth, the promise in our hearts. Don't forget, I'm with you in the dark. Goodbye, December. We will miss you deeply.